Hey, this is Steven from LegitTechTutorials and welcome back to my product development series. We are back working on the Tripteron 3D printer build for my ME154 class mechanism design, and we are pushing for my newest upcoming assignment with geometric design, which is basically kind of like a rough 3D rendering of the printer in two configurations. One we already did, which was the blown up was the exploded view of one of the arms, and then we're going to do the total assembly. So we are putting together the total assembly now, and we'll probably get it done in this video or a second video. And what we need left is we need to basically joint it, and then I'm going to have the rest of my team do a full BOM, bill of materials, as I can't do the bill of materials just on this picture itself. Because of the bearings, unless I drag and drop the bearings in the scene and then turn off their visibility, and then I could do it that way, so maybe that will work also. Yeah, so because it should be able to do the whole bill of materials. What I'll do is I'll probably just drop every bearing that I need in there, and then go from there. Or I could just add in the description of those guys that it requires 6 bearings each. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it needs 6 bearings each, so a total of 18 bearings in total. And and all the motors and stuff, that's not necessary. It's just to build the mechanism, the bearings that you need, etc., etc. And then how big of the rails and how big of the extrusion you need. So that also reminds me that we are missing some rails for the rails and the little trucks that go onto the arms. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to attach the gussets, and then we're going to do those rails that go on top of the aluminum extrusion. And then when we do that, I'm going to have a little truck that rides on it. I'm just going to model the truck that rides on it. When I model the truck, then we're basically ready to go. We're not going to do any bolts in this. I'm not going to model any bolts. So just do rigid mounts. So the rest that we're doing is we're just doing a few rotational mounts and then a few rigid mounts, and then we're ready to go. So I just need to attach the gussets, and then we're going to go in and do the Another thing that I see now is that these rails are just long enough that the 500mm rail isn't going to go into that last rail there, because the gusset's going to be there at the end. So what I might even do is almost omit the gussets for right now. Just have the gussets sit there, and I'll do something with the gussets or delete them. Not really necessary, not really worth spending time messing with it. So what I'll do is I'll just do those linear rails, and then try to finish this guy right now. What I might actually do first is let's go ahead and joint this together really quick. So let's go ahead and joint these together. And I'm doing a revolve joint. I don't know why it's doing that. There it goes. Bam. And finally the Z-axis, mounting the Z-axis. Wow, this is not providing any problems yet. That's pretty rare. Let's go ahead and do the z-axis. I don't want to jinx it, but I guess I just did. Again, I don't know what the deal with this offset is. Looks like this thing damn close. Whoa! Whoops. I don't know why it's offset so much like that. Okay. That's pretty good. Come on. Looks good. Ooh. That's weird. Let's just move the effector to see what happens. There it goes. Okay. So that's looking good. So now let's go ahead and do some of the rails. And this is going to be so yeah, stuff like this, high wind rails or whatever. Mine kind of look like that, but mine aren't quality like high wind or cheap, you know, Chinese. Not like it. I mean, it does make a difference if you're, you know, building $1,000, you know, $100,000 machines, but. I don't know. I might just do. Kind of looks like. I mean, it sort of looks like that, but it's wide. Now I'll just do a square. Let's do a square. And then these are 500 mil also. I believe they're like 10 millimeter by 10 millimeter or so. Oh, they're not as tall though. They're maybe 5 mil tall. Oops. Something like that. That looks pretty good. And then these are going to be extruded 500 mil. And then these is 500 mil? Nope. And these are going to be more of a brushed steel, more of a shiny steel. Let's go with like stainless. Obviously mine are not stainless. Maybe they got a shinier steel. I mean, that looks better. So yeah. They're definitely not chromed because they're rusting. Like I said, not really the. Because they're not really of the best quality in the world, but hey, that's what happens. Okay. Another one is the carriage that rides on there. And so let's go ahead and create a sketch. The carriage is going to be wait, what? Oh, length. Width is point. It's whatever I made it. Let's say this is a linear. Huh. $10 mil. So let's make this 10 mil wide, 5 mil tall. So let's do one square, 10 millimeters wide. Something like that. That's probably pushing it. I think it's probably 25 millimeters, or maybe 1 inch. There you go. And so that is the piece that it takes up. And then let's go ahead and do a second rectangle. Let's just do an offset. Something like that. As these are linear cage, and these are linear rails. And then what we'll do is just go off of that. These will be extruded up, and then I'll flip over, and these will extrude downwards. And then these carriages are like about 1/4 inch or bigger thick. And then show the first sketch again, and extrude the outside down. Except for, I have to mess with this sketch. That's why originally I wanted to do lines. Just kind of subsection this off because I do not want to extrude this profile. And extrude the, okay, so yeah, it does really look like it, doesn't it? This is going to be 5 millimeter or so. Something like that, negative 2.5 millimeter. There you go. And there are the linear rails. And then we'll just bolt those things to it. It's not going to have any holes on it or nothing, so yeah. Alright. So let's go 3D printer layout. One. Two. Three. Okay. Now let's go ahead and save it first before we mess around with any joints in case we crash. Okay. We're just gonna go to yeah, see, just like that. Okay, joint, pressure position. Let's go off of this corner there, top corner. So let's just say this top corner. That top corner. Okay, that's one way to do it. Slide it on that bad boy. Something like that. Okay, so there's the linear rail that sticks on there, and of course this has holes on it where the piece bolts in or whatever. Where it bolts into using T-nuts into the rail. Oops. And that's generally where a lot of the issues come from, because the rail isn't bolted down with the T-nuts straight. At least this one went on pretty straight. I really like how it's got this see-through now. It's really nice. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. And now they just thought of it. The issue is it's going to hit down here. So I'm just going to let it clip, probably. Oh wait, does it go on the inside? It goes on the outside? Should go on the inside. Anyways. Guess it goes. Well, it's going to go on this side. Yeah, it's going to go on this back side. Okay, so we're good to go then. We're at 19 minutes. Looks like we might even complete this in this video and be done with it, be done with the assignment, except for the bill of materials. And then I might just throw some bearings in here and then just basically turn them off as far as visibility, and then we are good to go. So this is how you do get a really fast proof of concept, I guess you could say. to turn off the sketch. Make sure you do that. Hopefully it doesn't crash updating those three. I mean, it shouldn't. Okay, cool. Anyways, I'll do it anyways. Okay, now with these guys, basically I'm just going to go in as close as I can, joint this piece to one of the sides of the rail, doesn't really matter. What did I do? Is that the middle? Yes. Okay. Capped. It's looking good. This is actually a slider. There he goes. And with that, I'm just going to go into, I think it's this. Oh, joints. I'm just going to say drive joints. I'm just going to slide it down. Okay. I'm going to do it again since I'm already on this side. Capture position. I don't know if I'll do it. Yeah, I don't know. I generally need to be at an angle. Who's next? Let's already have it pre-drawn onto this guy. Let's look, see how well she's lined up. Looks right. Okay, slider. Looks good. Last one. At 23 minutes. Let's just go ahead and finish it in this video. So we're done. We'll move on. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Looks good again. Let me drive that joint. Push it back a little bit. This is really cool, man, how I could do all this stuff. Anyways, let's go ahead, and what we'll do is we'll put the tippy toe of these guys here and have it push back. Let's go ahead and save here before we jack with it. Okay, let's start here. Boom. Right in the center to right in the center there. And then this is going to be a rigid. Please God work. Oh, thank God. Oh, it'll be okay. It'll move. So now if I move the 4-bar, should move everything. There. and then it will move that piece. I think the main issue right now is is how the rotation's driven, but we can fix that. Okay. So those guys should have been flat before I start working on this, but that's okay. Is that flush? That's flush. I guess I could just tilt it so it looks okay, I guess. Yeah, it'll look fine if I tilt it. Oh, yeah, but that'll definitely not look good if I don't move that. Okay, let me drive the last one. Yeah, it's supposed to be kicked out. Yeah, that's right, I think. Okay, let's see if I can get it to do. Okay, I mean it's together, sort of. Nothing's broken, so I mean this looks pretty good. I wonder if it will actually like joint correctly. Oops. Oops. Forward. Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at the joints. So let's just rename this. Can you rename it? No. Oh, just call this Z. This is actually the first time I've ever renamed anything. Kind of really funny. Oh. And also, I don't actually want to I don't want to actually rename this. Reason being is that this is actually the Z. So this is Z. This is so this would be Y. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll drive this guy lower, drive everything lower. Let's go ahead and drive it and see what happens. Hey yo! spider look going. Let's drive the X over. Wait, what? It's not the X. Did I flip them? Sorry, this is the X. I guess I started with the Z first, that's why. Whoops. Yeah, I need to get into the already did the Y. This is really cool. So I do a little animation, but I like that right there. That's good. Alright, well that's it. I'm just going to try to flatten it out, and then we'll probably take a video of when I start to animate, or basically I take a picture of this, and then we're good to go. This has been Steve from LegitTechTutorials. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe for more videos like it in this series and other series as well. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Peace.